One of this country's favorite pastimes is high school football. And both fan and player alike can't wait until the colors of autumn display their majesty and the sound of football across America can be heard under the Friday night lights. However, what most people have never experienced, may never understand, is that what it takes to get to that football season during the grueling heat and the early morning workouts that result in some of the most wonderful 48 minutes of the week. They call them the dog days of summer. And while most high school students embrace the summer calendar as those 3 months of freedom from the bump and grind, it's the football player that's still in the classroom. That is the class of hard knocks with bruises and blood, sometimes fractured bones. While others enjoy swimming pools and staying inside playing video games or picnics or going to Kings Island, it's the football player who's having anything but a picnic. And the only pool of water he usually finds himself in is that of swimming in his own sweat. For those who haven't strapped on a helmet and shoulder pads, it's almost impossible to describe how intense the heat is inside the battle gear. It would be hot enough if they were just standing still, but the constant hitting, lifting, and running, well, you get the picture, right? Sweat constantly blinds or blurs the vision, but the coaches don't want to hear about it, so you don't complain. When the sweat rolls down the spine and you can't reach it due to your shoulder pads, you feel like you're being put through some sort of mental torture. The proverbial itch that you can't scratch? You're basically broiling in your own mixture of sweat and dirt. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, it takes a special kind of person to be willing to strap on the pads and put themselves through the tortures of training camp in hopes that the hard work and pounds of sweat loss will deliver a winning regular season and hopefully beyond. Why do you think so many professional athletes try so hard to get out of it every year? It is during training camp that the heart and the soul of a football team is built and ultimately defined because, well, if you can go through that type of adversity while fighting for a spot on the team and walk away with love and respect for your fellow teammates, then you have crossed the threshold of oneness. And the guys that share that same field as you become your family, your brothers. They are the guys that you'll give a little extra for, run a little faster for, and give your all when you're caught upon because, well, you ran the gauntlet together and came out on the other side stronger. But it can't just be about pure physical will alone because, frankly, all of our bodies fail at one point or another, right? This is very obvious in high school football where size differential can be significant. And though a player may have a lot of heart, if he doesn't have the weight, he will usually be worn down. Right? I mean, we've all been there before, right? It's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. But that can only take you so far. That is why great leadership is required not only from the players themselves, but the coaching staff. And let's not forget about the coaching staff who's out there every minute of every day with the players in addition to putting in additional hours in the film room. Coaches are often the first target of parents and fans when a team isn't doing well. But if they spent half the time during the summer on the gridiron as the coaches, they would quickly realize one doesn't put themselves through that and not want to do what is best for the team. So the next time a coach calls a play and you don't necessarily agree with it, and maybe you can give the coach the benefit of the doubt as he put in his time and hard work and has the skin in the game where you have none. The next time you're sitting in traffic or cutting the grass or walking through a parking lot and reminded of how hot it is, pause for a moment and realize that this group of young men are going through the rigors of pain, sweat, and tears so you can enjoy your Friday night in the stands with your popcorn. Some of what they do is because they love it. Some is because they want to make their family proud and their friends, but more importantly, they do it because when they look into the eyes of their teammates, they know there is and forever will be a bond formed during training camp that says, I have your back now and forever. You are my brother because we have shared the pain and shed the blood and sweat together. Enjoy your summer because the fall will be here before you know it, and your LaSalle Lancers will once again take the field and honor themselves and the school through their hard work and dedication. Clap a little louder this year and let them know that you appreciate them for giving up their summer so you have the opportunity to wear your colors with pride. And remember, Lancers, roll deep.